Well, I was shocked. I was outraged. I thought, you know, this is politics at its best. Here we had just received a unanimous vote from the highest court in the land upholding the heart of Senate Bill 1070, and then 3 hours later, we got notification that they had rescinded our 287G privileges so that law enforcement could not use the data system to verify illegal immigration, to the status of people that were stopped, if you will, in the process of committing a crime. You know, it was just unbelievable that they would just thwart the law, thwart the opinion of the Supreme Court. The bottom line is that, you know, I guess I should be surprised, but, you know, from the beginning, they have downplayed the border situation that Arizona faces on a daily basis in regards to security. They have certainly ignored our pleas for them to do the job. They sued Arizona for trying, for trying to protect the citizens of Arizona. And then they came out last week and reversed the amnesty position with the what I called backdoor amnesty, giving illegal immigrants the temporary working status, and now today to rescind the 287G. I would think that the American people would think long and deep about what the federal government is doing and why aren't they abiding by the rule of law. It's just unconscionable. What they've said to Arizona is drop dead, Arizona. Drop dead and go away. We're going to ignore you.
Well, the president must be a little bit concerned about your state because not long after your press conference and not long after the 287G was cut off, the Department of Justice set up a telephone hotline and intake email for the public to report potential civil rights concerns related to the implementation of Arizona SB 1070 provision requiring immigration status verification during certain law enforcement encounters. So apparently the Department of Justice, they're worried you're going to do something.
Well, it's like they're baiting, I guess, people to participate in this. I have all the confidence in the world in our law enforcement, and they will be held accountable. There will be no racial discriminations. No one's civil rights will be abused. And for the federal government and the Department of Justice to go out in this manner and to encourage, I would say, bait people to call up and report people, that it's just unbelievable. Is this not America? Is this not the United States? Do I not, as governor, have the right to protect the people of Arizona? It's just incomprehensible to think that this is all taking place today. And it ticks me off. I think that it should tick the people of America off.
What is it when it says reasonable suspicion someone is here illegally? What would be a reasonable suspicion? Police officer stops somebody, and what would be a reasonable suspicion that the person might not be here legally to warrant asking, you know, are you here illegally?
Well, you know, law enforcement is trained in that, and they've done this all the years that you've been alive and I've been alive. You know, they're trained to be aware of what suspicion is. Bottom line is they've already committed a crime when they're stopped, and then if there's reasonable suspicion, I would probably think if they didn't have a driver's license, if they were speeding, that would be reasonable suspicion. So you would do a check, you would run a check on the data system to see if they were here or not. The same thing if, in fact, if they couldn't give you identification of where they were living. I would think that would be probably some type of reasonable suspicion. If they ran away, that would be reasonable suspicion. You know, law enforcement have rules, and they understand that racial profiling will not be tolerated by this governor or the people of the United States. It's against the law. They are trained.
Do you intend to appeal the 287G, the fact that it has been canceled as it relates to Arizona?
You know, I don't know if I can appeal it. It is actually the federal government. It is their program, and it's almost become apparent that they can do whatever they darn well want. They don't want to enforce their laws. They won't let us help them enforce their laws. The bottom line is what we need is a new administration, somebody that will take the responsibility, uphold the rule of law, and secure our borders so we can deal with all the issues pertaining to illegal immigration. And we have that opportunity in November.
Do you have one quick last message for President Obama? I know you had a rather terse conversation with him on the tarmac, and you waved your finger at him. Do you have one quick, short message for him tonight?
I would probably say to him, Mr. President, Arizona is part of the United States of America, and you cannot ignore us because Arizona represents probably the majority of the people of America. We want the rule of law enforced, and that it is your job to do it.